in the state. We'll take a look at those, and we will also take a look at the updated outlook for this overnight period tonight. I am streaming on all 4 platforms. I'll be monitoring the chat, so if you have any questions, send them my way, and I'll get you an answer as soon as possible. So, first we are going to be looking at radar. So you notice this line of severe thunderstorm warning storms, basically across the northern corridor of the state. All of these marks are just for large hail. So what we'll do is we'll go down the line from west to east, starting with this thunderstorm out north of Woodward near Buffalo. It's for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. That's really what most of these are going to be here as we move towards Uvalde and Winoka. 1.5-inch hail and 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. For you folks near Enid, this thunderstorm is 7-mile-per-hour wind gusts and nickel-sized hail. Moving on, south of Billings, north of Perry. It's going to be nickel-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Blackburn, Halleck, Cleveland, Ralston, Pawnee. We'll take a look at this storm here, and it's going to be 1.75-inch hail and 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. That's golf ball-sized hail. Tulsa, you have a severe thunderstorm warning over you right now. 1.5-inch hail and 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. That's ping pong ball sized hail. And let me switch radars here to get a better view of these storms. And then we'll Muskogee, Fort Gibson, okay. You're looking at golf ball sized hail and 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. And Greasy, Cherry Tree, Pettit, Vian, Sallisaw. You have a severe thunderstorm warning for 1.5-inch and 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So ping pong ball sized hail. So that's all the severe thunderstorm warnings in the state right now. Quite a few. But not seeing anything to enact with these storms right now, which is good. Hopefully the trend will continue that way. We'll just look at this mesoscale discussion here. The severe weather threat continues for severe thunderstorm watches in level 358 and 360. Severe thunderstorms will spread southeast across northern Oklahoma and northwest Arkansas this evening. Hail and wind are expected with this activity. Okay, not much new there. Within the hour, the most recent sounding from Norman was an unstable atmosphere and enough flow to support organized movement and development, when in hail are again going to be the main threats tonight. Although a tornado cannot be ruled out. Something I do want to cover because it's changed since the top of my last broadcast is the new severe thunderstorm outlook from the Storm Prediction Cell. As you can see, if you have looked at my prior videos, you'll notice the enhanced risk area moved to the south and east, extend to the south and east travel. Again, you do have that 2% tornado chance there. Again, that's not a huge chance, really indicates maybe an isolated tornado too. Not expecting anything crazy with these. Wind, 30% hatch, so winds in excess of 70 miles per hour. Again, 70 to 80 mile per hour wind gusts. Hail, again, it's going to be, we expect hail to trend down this evening as we start to lose some of that nocturnal or daytime heating level, and the nocturnal effects start to come in and ratchet down the updraft intensity. So, given that the largest hail will be confined to where the storms are at now in northern Oklahoma, and the highest chance is around the Tulsa metro area. So what we'll go ahead and do now, again, if you have questions, send them in the chat. I'll be more than happy to help answer them. But we'll take a look at a couple of the local forecast office pages. Again, timing. This gives you a sense of an idea. This is from the Norman Forecast Office. So basically now in Northern Oklahoma, through midnight around the I-40 corridor area. And then after midnight, you're looking at southern and southeast Oklahoma. So again, southern and southeast Oklahoma, it's going to be a late night for y'all, with storms rolling through right after you went to bed. But there is, again, expressing southeastern Oklahoma that change for a tornado or two. So you do want to have your at least two ways to get severe weather warnings and take appropriate precautions. I recommend a smartphone app, weather radio, and all your favorite media outlet. So pick at least two of those, preferably all three, and you'll be prepared that way in case one fails. And we'll look at Tulsa here. Very large damaging winds, downpours, torrential. So we are seeing a little bit more rain than I expected to begin with. So just take that into account. That you will see some localized flooding with these. What do I want to show now? How about model? As we move to the latest complete model run, this is a 0Z Hub, and I'm looking at pivotal weather. Let's look at the composite reflectivity if I can find it. There we go. As you can see, so storms in northern Oklahoma. And then this does a poor job of modeling the coverage that we are expecting to see. So what I'm going to do is move on to the NAM model. So this is just an forecast model we use. It has different assumptions that it makes about the atmosphere. It helps us make a more accurate forecast. So again, the drawback here, wrong NAM. There we go. So as you can see, not huge coverage, but looks scattered later on this evening. So this is about 6 a.m. in the morning. You'll see storms roll through the state very quickly. We do expect these storms to speed up as they move, as it gets later. We'll look at the total accumulated precip. So you're seeing a lot of 2 inches primarily in northern Oklahoma. Some 3 inches are scattered in around here. So again, highest chance of most precipitation will occur in northeastern Oklahoma. However, we do expect some scattered thunderstorms to stay persistent, and these will be poorly reflected on the model. And don't pay attention to any locations, but just know in the area you could see that. So again, really southern Oklahoma, southeastern Oklahoma, east of I-35, south of I-40. It's scattered, so it's hard to pinpoint exactly where these storms will form. And really, the severe storms will be isolated. You may have some accompanying thunderstorms and rain around it that's not severe, so don't be alarmed if that happens. Just be smart. Stay well. What else do I want to show? CAPE. Yeah, let's show some CAPE. Again, we are seeing that those ridiculously high values of 3,000 joules per kilogram. So these storms are not going to run out of energy very quickly. What's going to be the main downfall of these storms is really going to be determined by their speed. Those that move faster won't have a chance to rain themselves out. Those that are moving slow, we'll have to keep a close eye on and see if they have any cooling effects on their environment, and thus the storm rains itself out. Just something to keep in mind out. But again, as these storms continue pushing south and east, we'll see these storms having continue to have a nice atmosphere. Lapse rate. Again, this is really what we look at for hail. Not as fantastic values as we move into the overnight hours, but you'll see how it's isolated in northeastern Oklahoma. That's going to be your highest chance for hail. It's other than that, these lapse rates will cool down as we move along, so the hail sizes will basically go away, become non-severe very quickly within the next 2-3 hours as we have lost daytime heating. We'll go ahead and take a look at the SEER. This is one of the parameters we look at to determine storm sustainability. And then we'll also look at SEER in another context that will tell us a story about the atmosphere's ability to spin, and thus the likelihood that we could see a couple of tornadoes tonight. So again, the darker the colors, the better chance the storm will sustain itself and not rain itself out. So as you can see, as we move in to the next couple of hours, it really stays persistent. This is some of the new data that we've seen that has caused severe level threat to be extended to the south and east a little bit more, that these storms are going to be sustained a little bit longer than we originally thought. So the risk has been expanded to show that. And if you're just coming in now, I will show it to you in a couple minutes here. Next is SRH. This is the variable I was telling you about that tells us about the atmosphere's ability to spin. Again, not saying any high values here, so really we're not expecting any tornadoes except for quick spin-ups. When the atmosphere kind of has some of the nocturnal effects that help spin up a little bit. That's just something we'll have to watch out for. Again, not expecting any huge tornadoes, not expecting any long-lived tornadoes, but one or two quick spin-ups are not completely out of the question. So what I'll do is show you this risk area here. Again, this is a new updated risk area. You can see that southeastward extent from my earlier post and video. This is due to that SEER being better than we thought, and the latest normal sounding. So we are so that's what has caused this extension. Just the thought that these storms may not go away as quickly as we think. So again, you have that 2% tornado risk. Again, this is just kind of a precaution. Values don't look that great, but we can't completely rule it out. So to be on the safe side, they've put a 2% tornado risk in it. Your hail risk is going to be a 30% chance for large hail. So that's baseball, softball size hail. This I do think they are a little bit more bullish on than I would personally be. I don't see storms producing that much. Sorry. This is hail. Excuse me. Okay. Helps if I look at the labels. But yeah, hail risk, northern Oklahoma. Northern 30%. Softball, baseball size hail. and then it quickly tapers off to less severe sizes or smaller sizes. I do expect within the next 3 hours for the hail sizes to basically be pea size or no hail at all, just because the atmosphere is starting to weaken and we aren't getting as intensive updrafts as we had set up for today. And then we're going to talk about the wind. This is the map I was showing you a little. This is really what's driven that southeastward extent of the enhanced risk area. Again, this shaded area, hatched area, where it's black, that's 70 to 80 mile per hour wind as possible in this situation. Really this is going to be the severe level drival. So that's all we are thinking about when we extend the enhanced risk area, or they extend the enhanced risk area, I should say. Especially since these storms are showing a bit of sustainability. They'll sustain their updrafts with the cape left over from today, and then as we move into the night, they'll slowly start losing energy, but all that energy has to go somewhere, and the only place really it can't go up, so it has to go down. It will hit the ground, spread out, cause these damaging straight line winds, 70-80 mile per hour winds. So again, 30% chance. That means there's a 30% chance if you're in that risk area that within 25 miles of the point, you'll have those wind gusts recorded. So that's a new risk area. If you have any questions, pop them in the chat. I'm going to start talking about radioscope, come back to the chat, and if nobody has any questions, I'm going to wrap this up and start continue monitoring the level. So as I move back to the radar, again, not a whole lot has changed here. Still have that line of severe thunderstorm warning storms with intense precipitation, gusty winds up to 70 miles per hour, and hail sizes ranging anywhere from nickel to ping pong sized hail. Maybe a couple small baseballs thrown in there as well. Small baseballs, more like T-balls. Yeah. So we'll go through this line. Last time we did west to east. This time we'll do east to west. So as we look at Sallisaw approaching the Fort Smith area, there is this severe thunderstorm warning. We'll take a look at the text, and it says 1.25 inch hail. That's half dollar size hail and 70 mile per hour wind gusts. As we look at Ragnar Choto heading towards Muskogee, we'll see this severe thunderstorm warning is for 60 mile per hour wind gusts and nickel size hail. Broken Arrow, Tulsa, really Tulsa, you're on the backside of this storm, but Tulsa, Broken Arrow, Bixby, Coed, Haskell. You still have severe thunderstorm warning for 70 mile per hour winds and ping pong ball sized hail. And then as we move down towards Mountains, Bays, and Okmulgee, it's 70 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter sized hail. And then as we look up in Cleveland and Harmony area, you'll look at golf ball size hail and 70 mile per hour wind gusts. I feel like a broken record saying this, but really these are going to be your threats for the next couple of hours. And then after the couple of hours passes, we will see a reduced risk of the hail threat, and we'll continue to see 60, 70, maybe 75 mile per hour wind gusts. Continuing on down the line, between Pawnee, Perry, so Morrison, Red Rock, 60 mile wind gusts and quarter sized hail. Perry, Billings, 60 mile per hour wind gusts. And let me change the radars here, get a better glimpse of the atmosphere. As we look at Medford, Pine Creek, Garboard, Kremlin, and Enid, you have 70 mile per hour wind gusts and nickel sized hail. Cherokee and Alva, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and quarter-sized hail. And as we look out near Buffalo, it is pretty stout though. Storm is an inch in size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Lots of severe thunderstorm winds, really main threat, hail and wind. In fact, just looking through velocity here, I did not see anything that would indicate anything trying to rotate at the moment. That's good. And we'll continue to watch it just in case some of the nocturnal effects do try to spin something up. Let me go ahead and animate the radar here. You can see some southern thunderstorms out in front. Those are not severe. Have to monitor them and see if they become severe. Really don't expect too much difference in arrival time if they do. But you can see mostly on these storms are south and east. Right now it's 25 miles per hour movement. I do expect these to start to ratchet up a little bit more, especially when they start to transition to a wind threat. They start to move a little bit faster and move through the state quicker. That's just some of the dynamics at play that make them move quicker. Okay, let's see if there's any thing else I want to cover. I'll show this time graphic again. Again, this is from the National Weather Service office in Norman. So again, basically now until midnight, we're looking at north of I-40 and north of I-44. North of I-40, let's just call it. And then as we transition later into this evening, overnight hours, we're looking at southern southeastern Oklahoma being the target areas for the severe weather risk. Okay, that's about all I have to have. Hey Debbie, thanks for tuning in. But I do not see any other questions. If you have one, think of one, or are concerned about storm timings or anything, just message me after I end this video and I'll respond to you. And other than that, stay weather well, have multiple weather sources, and have a good evening, good night. Bye.